thing. It was a by-election. Just a by-election. In other places, you hear it quite often. If there's a by-election, even if there's a general election, it's really not that eventful of a day, you know. You don't see policemen, you don't see policewomen, you certainly don't see Black Maria, you don't see any type of military reinforcement. People will get up, walk to their designated station. Sometimes you can even do it via post, and life goes on.
I said this was an opportunity for IGP Yohono to announce himself. To tell the people that, look, I've got it in me. All the Abilokuma North noise that you made, I heard you. We will do it differently. There are those who have said, well, this was one constituency, very limited polling stations.
119 or so.
Yeah, 119 polling stations. So not really much to go with. If you were running a nationwide election,
right,
where you don't have the luxury of deploying 5,000 men, then you don't have the luxury of putting Black Maria at each of the polling stations, then we will see what you can do.
How many people actually took up residency in the Black Maria?
I saw one man who couldn't wait.
He couldn't wait to take up residency in the Black Maria. Mr. Johnnie Hughes is there. Here. Let me say quickly, good morning. He was not in the Black Maria. He was here. We were all here.
Safe and sound, protected by the walls of Media General.
Exactly. So no Black Maria. Yes, but Sixtus, you were saying.
They go and vote early morning, 8:30. Your man said no. He wants to see the inside of the Black Maria.
He wants to go to heaven.
I'm looking forward to the day where our elections are not the most sensational and the most exciting thing we have ever seen. Listen,
it's part of the season.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, elections everywhere are that sensational, and you know,
really,
it gets attention. Yes,
to some degree, but I mean, it's a by-election.
Except to say that, I mean, if you look at the debates that happen in the US, for example, and many other places, you know, it has a lot of sentimental value.
General election, yes.
Exactly. People have emotions and all of that attached
by-election?
to it. You know, I mean, by-elections, yes. But, you know, the way we have prosecuted our campaigns and our elections here in this country, the way we have practiced our democracy, even if it's assemblyman elections, the stakes are too high.
The
stakes are too high. Unit committee elections, the stakes are too high. We put premium on nearly everything because people are in a hurry to be called either a big man. People are in a hurry to say that I am the assemblyman for this area. I am the MP for this area. I'm the DC. You know, it's that kind of desire to rise to the top or be giving a special dispensation because you hold a certain position. That is what brings us closer to this kind of chaotic situation.
Right.
I mean, Akwetia is one constituency. If you look at the national average, that's about 2.91% of the total votes that if we were having a general election, they would get.
Right.
119 polling stations plus one special polling station. It's clearly not bigger than Ketu South or Ketu North or like Malaysia. So why should we have marshaled all our resources, everything else to Akwetia? It is because some people have purpose in their heart that they would misbehave if you don't come. They will misbehave if you don't, you know, police us. We will misbehave even though we are adults. We will do, you know, that. So we had to take the detergent and the water and the washman and the washwoman there, so to make sure that along with some canes, you know.
Fellow Ghanaians. In fact, when we were on the beat, there was a gentleman who was interviewed, I think it might have been by Judith Brown. She says, is this your constituency? No. What are you doing? Well, as you know, okay, but I'm here. What are you doing here? What are you? Go to work. Go to work.
That was the commitment that you saw people demonstrating towards their party, for on both sides. Actually, you have NDC members who traveled from far and wide, far and near, to just to get there. to show that
I too was here.
I was here
in the thick of things when things were higa-haga. My presence was felt.
Exactly. And then you had the NPP members who did same. They traveled from far and near to get into the constituency.
But I know people on Facebook who live in Accra on both the NDC and NPP side who were in Akwetia.
They went there.
They were in Akwetia. I mean, and it's when some of that's what I was talking about earlier. When some of these things happen, that is when people find the avenue to say, I want my face to be seen, or I want to be seen, so that when the party later is making a certain crucial decision, they will say, oh, when we needed hands at Akwetia, you were there to support, that
is how people announce themselves in the parties. You cannot be stuck in your constituency unless you want to remain the local champion who is never heard. You see, all the people you saw at Akwetia, a lot of them were party executives from other constituencies who had to go announce themselves. So they do it not just for the particular constituency involved. The same thing happened in Ablekuma North. There are lots of people you saw. How Kumsin was there. Mommy Hawa Kumsin was there. You saw that. So a lot of the times it is to demonstrate your desire to work for your party. Anyway, it doesn't matter in whatever capacity.
We're babies in this democratic game, isn't it? So we have a ways to go.
I don't think we are babies. So
are we not?
We keep telling ourselves we are babies.
It's a deliberate thing.
This is sweet to our style.
It's a template that we have modeled for ourselves. Because in politics they say, no contribution, no chop. If you're not seen, I mean, you can, for example, when it comes to which example can I even in fact in the contracts, if in the dying days of the campaign or in the heat of the campaign you don't have deep pockets to have brought, I have 2,000 t-shirts printed and I'm donating it, or some stickers or some flyers, or I have some rice and some this that we can distribute to the people. When it comes to additional contracts, even though you may be qualified, you may not be getting it, because the party is also looking at who do I sort out first to be able to save some more money, so that when we need another campaign support, that person will come up. You get the point. There are those in the past who have been giving some of those contracts on both sides, and I don't endorse that anyway, but they've been giving contracts on both sides. They gather the money, they put it in their pocket, and then they go and sit there somewhere and they don't mind anybody again. So the parties at every point in time are looking for loyalty. The parties at every point in time are looking for people who will not just come and pass through, but people who will stay, reliability and commitment.
And not only when the weather is good.
No.
Especially when the weather is bad.
In fact, now that the MPP is in opposition, they will be looking out for the people who will stick their necks out, at least for the next 4 years, for the MPP, in terms of putting their resources at the what do you call it, at the pleasure of the party. In fact, allowing them to use their time and their professional intellect and capacity, etc. The party will be looking out for all these things.
Certainly.
And so when names are mentioned for ministerial appointment or board appointments or agency heads, and you start grumbling, people start asking, time now, no.
You might be thinking, but you don't know the rice that's been involved, the t-shirts, the commitment, the fuel. You don't know.
And that is what we need to be departing from, because that kind of politics also denies us, or if you like, takes away from us persons who are very well qualified, but because they don't have deep pockets, nobody pays attention to them.
Forget that one. You see,
let's get into a tilapia moment of the moment.
Wait.
Okay. What are we seeing here? What are we seeing here?
He looks like Otrebefi.
He's sweating plenty.
He has a pen. There's a ballpoint pen.
I thought it was a microphone.
No, it's a ballpoint pen.
He's biting the pen.
Yeah, when you're writing your exam and you hit a snag, you start, especially if it's a big pen, you chew half of it.
Chew the pen.
Akwetia by election resignation pledge.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I went too far. Why did you go too far?
So the people outside the window are saying that farewell to our honorable leader. He must resign. We will petition speaker. That's a full computer there. He said he will petition speaker. Now, he started the resignation letter, but he is not too sure, so he put a question mark. He
says, I was sorry. I'm sorry. In the heat of the moment, political talk can get us carried away. People were promising us their head.
I'm sorry enough, Helen.
And their heads are still on. Some people promise to chop off their head and they are still walking with their head.
I don't think that sorry is enough. You see, we need to set our principles and values right. This goes to the core of integrity and credibility. Not just him. There are many others who have said things in the past.
That's right.
All right? And then we let it slide. It doesn't...
And that is why they continue.
It doesn't bring respect to us. It makes... Look, can you imagine how many people would have taken a certain decision based on what he said, not because they believed in candidate A or candidate B, but based on what he said, and knowing that he's a member of parliament, he's been a former deputy minister, former deputy minister, former boss at the Free Zones Authority. People would say,
he said he was convinced that as for this seat, it was only going to go to the end. Well, if it goes anywhere else, he's out of there.
And he didn't even have a vote in that constituency to begin with.
How do you risk like that? Because you know that you can say anything to the people and come back and nothing will
say,
happen.
I'm sorry, it was the heat of the moment. Human passion.
Anyway,
very quickly, so that our resident biter can get in pole position, we have a paper each. In 30 seconds, we'll run through the front pages and get ready. The Daybreak newspaper: assemblies to submit monthly sanitation reports. You've got Minister of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Honorable Ibrahim, pictured here. Also, you've got Sam Nate George, Honorable. He says hate speech bill set for Parliament. 3 wise men probe Zoom Lions 36 contracts. Who are these wise men? Honorable George Opare Ado, Honorable Kasiel Atuforsen, and Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim. More on that, of course, in due course. And finally, Akwetia by-election loss, not a reflection of 2028. Justin Frimpong Kodia, the SP. 2028 is tired of us calling her name. She's not. We're not close. We keep calling her name.
I think we started way too early. The MPP is yet to recover from the defeat, and they think that
they are galloping.
No.
They're galloping.
It doesn't work.
The election year, the year after, immediately after the election year, you would find active political activities beginning in the 3rd year.
That's
of the
right.
administration.
Well, the Archives newspaper says, profiling the facts, DSTV to be shut down on Saturday, September 6th, if, according to Communication Minister Sam George, how many times did I call you? 3 defeats in a row leave MPP in shambles. Appetite for re-election vamooses, but arrogant posturing continues. Comes with a photo of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. I don't know how he became a national executive. MPP's General Secretary Justin Kodia Frimpong Henry Nana Boache, MPP's national organizer Kate Jemfwa, MPP's women organizer Salah Mustafa is MPP youth organizer. Now it says DVLA sets ambitious 1.1 billion and 300,000 revenue target by 2026. Bolsa youth decry years of neglect. No tarred roads, no tertiary institution. Dr. Clement Abasinabapa, good morning to you.
Your people are crying.
Yeah.
Okay, let me bring you this paper edited by David Tamaklo, the New Republic newspaper. It says, Palu bastards, political patronage caught napping in a duvet. Hey. Family Health University marks new chapter for medical education. Poaman Ghost cash for Araba. I think I didn't read that well. Poaman Ghosts cash for Araba. Imani Boss claims committee that removed Tokono rejected life-changing bribes. Really? I think I read that post by Franklin Kujo. There were serious allegations he raised in that post. Forgery rocks Agenda 111. Court filings exposed shady dealings at heart of Akufo-Addo's health infrastructure initiative. And you also have